everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on Ultimate 6 Comic Review. Now, as you know, Ultimate 6 is a 7-issue series, which features the ultimate version of the Sinister Six. So pretty much this issue has been reprinted in Volume 9 of Ultimate Spider-Man, and the Ultimate 6 storyline has also had its own reprints. So the cover mainly has the Ultimates with Spider-Man getting ready for action, and it starts off how Electro, the Ultimate version, wakes up and says, "Ugh. Oh, you're awake. Where am I? Oh, hold on." And pretty much, as soon as he gets up, two FBI agents ask him questions like why was he doing in Kingpin's office, and also the fact that he's now been arrested and everything else. And this is a moment you can tell Ultimate Electro remembers what happened. And keep in mind, during the early run of Ultimate Spider-Man, Peter did took down Electro, and him basically getting angry and pretty much starts swearing and cursing and says, "Mother!" And just as he basically says, "Quiet, I'm thinking," and ends up killing everyone in the hospital room and becomes bold again. So pretty much turning him into his electrified form and thinking about how he's going to get out of this and find a containment suit and make some quick cash. But due to running out of the electrical currents, he ends up falling down naked, and where the Ultimates apprehend him and pretty much take him to the Triskelion, and which also has Ultimate Doc Ock and even Ultimate Electro, Ultimate Sandman, and Ultimate Norman Osborn, saying about, why are we prisoners here? We've got our own lives. And Norman says, "Just bring me my boy." And of course, they pretty much point out that, about the containment collars and everything, and points out that it's to, dampen their powers, much like what they did with Hulk back in Utah. And pretty much Fury shows up and points to them that they are going to serve their country and become their own little strike force. In other words, the Marvel's version to Suicide Squad. Which pretty much has Doc Ock asking the question, how are we supposed to cooperate? What exactly do you want from us? You're a smart man, Doctor. And leaves off. We are introduced to a news footage back from the events of Double Trouble, a story arc that happened with Ultimate Kraven defeated by Ultimate Spider-Man. And of course, this has kind of caused Ultimate Kraven show to be cancelled, him basically being arrested and everything else. And the news lady does bring up about the genetic mutations and him altering his DNA. And you've got Ultimate Kraven saying, "That woman was vulgar. You were brilliant. I hate this part of it. The way of the world, Kraven. She brought up the genetics. Someone is talking. Now all we need to do is find Spider-Man." And so he mainly gets confronted by the Ultimates, who ask him about, breaking laws as well as altering his DNA, which of course in the Ultimate Universe, it's against the law. So pretty much they have Hawkeye firing his arrow, which Ultimate Hawkeye says, "Guy can haul it, gotta give him that." And so he fires the arrow, and this is kind of like a comic book comedy script. And pretty much Kraven's agent points out that he's also a lawyer in that, but Ultimate Cap and Black Widow point out that due to his involvements in that, he is going to get in a lot of trouble with as well as Kraven. Which of course Wasp takes out the cameraman, and they take Ultimate Kraven, which turns out he's altered his DNA to give him a more werewolfish feature. Now, personally, I would have gone with a tiger or lion, as it would have made more sense. And pretty much this causes him to get shocked in that, and bring him basically into his cell. Which Ultimate Sharon Carter points out that Kraven's their new roommate, and this is the moment where Ultimate Electro basically pisses off Ultimate Kraven just for fun. And pretty much after this ends with Otto saying, no, there will be 6, pointing out that there is 6 of them in the prison, which Otto corrects that there's 5. And yeah, this is the end of the story. So, the first issue of Ultimate 6 isn't too bad. We got a bit of a build-up with the villains being hauled into prison together, and yeah, given the fact that it doesn't have Vulture yet, or Mysterio, so really it's not a bad build-up. So I think the issue deserves a good thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.